Working a Miracle. Adapted from The Miracle Merchant by Saki. Have you ever considered what it must be like to go on doing the correct thing in the correct manner in the same surroundings for the greater part of a lifetime? To know exactly what silver and glass and table linen shall be used and set out on what occasions, to have pantry and cellar and plate cupboard under a minutely devised administration, to be noiseless, omnipresent.
I should go mad.
Exactly. Mad.
But Raman hasn't gone mad.
On most points, he's thoroughly sane and reliable, but at times he is subject to delusions.
Delusions? What sort of delusions?
Unfortunately, they usually center around someone staying in the house. That is where the awkwardness comes in. For instance, he took it into his head that one lady, Mrs. Geeta Singh, who was here last summer, was the prophet Elijah.
The prophet Elijah? The man who was fed by ravens?
Yes, it was the ravens that particularly impressed Raman's imagination. He felt that it was enough for the birds to feed her. He wouldn't allow any tea to be sent up to her in the morning, and when he waited at table, he passed her over altogether in handing round the dishes. Poor Geeta could scarcely get anything to eat.
How horrible! How very horrible! Whatever did you do?
It was judged best for her to cut her visit short. It was the only thing to be done.
I shouldn't have done that. I should have humoured him in some way. I certainly shouldn't have gone away.
It's not always wise to humour people when they get these ideas into their heads. There's no knowing to what lengths they might go.
You don't mean to say Raman might be dangerous?
One can never be certain. Now and then he gets some idea about a guest which might take an unfortunate turn. That is what is worrying me at the present moment.
Why? Has he taken some fancy about me?
He has.
No, really? Who on earth does he think I am?
The Rani of Jhansi.
What an idea! But anyhow, there's nothing dangerous about her. She was a heroine. No one could feel very strongly about her.
But what does history say about her?
That she fought the first battle of Indian independence? She was beautiful? She was brave? What else would history say about her?
Yes, all those things. But history also tells us that she died at the age of 22.
Do you mean that he thinks that I am the ghost of the Rani?
Ghost? Dear no. Whoever heard of a ghost that came down to breakfast and ate toast and honey with a healthy appetite? No, it's the facts of you being so very much alive and flourishing that irritates him.
Irritates him?
Yes. All his life he has looked on the Rani of Jhansi as standing for everything that is dead and done with. Before he came to work for my aunt, he worked for an English family. Perhaps they put the idea into his head that the Rani should stay dead. Her name was Lakshmibai, and perhaps he thinks she is you. And now he has to fill your glass at lunch and dinner and listen to your stories, and naturally he feels that there is something wrong somewhere.
But he wouldn't be hostile to me on that account, would he? Not violent?
I didn't get really alarmed about it till last night when he was bringing in the coffee. I caught him scowling at you with a very threatening look and muttering things about you.
What things?
That you ought to be dead long ago, and that someone should see to it, and that if no one else did, he would. Bye-bye, Lakshmibai, he kept muttering. That's why I mentioned the matter to you.
This is awful. Your auntie must be told about it at once.
My auntie mustn't hear a word about it. It would upset her. She relies on Raman for everything.
But he might kill me any moment.
Not at any moment. He's busy polishing the silver all afternoon.
What a frightful situation to be in. With a mad servant dangling over one's head?
Of course, it's only a temporary madness. Perhaps if you were to cut your visit short and come to us sometime later in the year, he might have forgotten all about the Rani of Jhansi.
Nothing would make me cut short my visit. You must keep a sharp lookout on Raman. I must go and write some letters in the next room. Mind, keep an eye on the man.
What a woman!
Can't find my sunglasses anywhere. I suppose they are where I left them. Here they are. And how is your miracle doing, Pratap?
Rotten. I've tried hard to make that woman believe she should leave, but you might as well try to drive away an attack of indigestion by talking to it.
Poor Pratap. I'm afraid Lakshmi's staying powers are superior to any amount of persuading that you can do.
Raman, where is Miss Lakshmi? In the next room, sir, writing letters. You see that old sword on the wall? Yes, sir. This big one? Miss Lakshmi wants to copy the lettering on its blade. Please take it to her. My hands are oily. Yes, sir. Take it without the sheath. It will be less trouble.
Pratap! Pratap! Where are you?
When I entered, Miss Lakshmi left the room, sir. She was running. Perhaps she has a train to catch. Never mind. You can put the sword back. I'll copy out the lettering myself later.
The train timetable, please, sir. Miss Lakshmi wants it.
Here it is. Here you are. Leaves 11:55, arrives Delhi 2:20. Is that you, Raghu? Bring the car as quick as you can to catch the 11:55 train. Never mind your uniform, just as you are.
Miss Lakshmi's scarf and cardigan?
Here, these sunglasses are hers too.
Also one novel, sir.
Here, take the lot. Run! The car has come, sir. Good. I'll go and tell Miss Lakshmi. Find Auntie and tell her that Miss Lakshmi had to leave in a hurry to catch the train. Tell her that Miss Lakshmi said goodbye. Yes, sir.
Pratap? Pratap!
How much did you say you'd lend me if I got rid of Lakshmi?
We needn't get rid of her. Usha has just written to say she can't come this month.